I've audited a lot of Meta ad accounts, more than I can count. And I want to tell you something that might be slightly uncomfortable. Most of the problems I find, the type of problems that cost brands real money, are not complicated. They're not hidden, they're sitting right into your account, and nobody fixes them. The question is why? And the answer is because most agencies skip the most important step when managing accounts. They jump straight into the campaigns, they start moving budget, testing audiences, testing creatives, without ever asking the most important question that determines whether any of it makes sense. And the question is, what does success actually look for this business? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I do in the first 30 days when I start managing an account, the same process we use in our agency with every single one of our accounts, step by step, starting with the numbers that most agencies don't look at. In quick context, I'm Alexander, I run Titan Agency, we work with over hundreds of D2C brands, and last year we generated over 20 million in contribution margin. Not revenue, contribution margin. This is the process we have built over the last 5 years, scaling D2C brands. Step 1, and this is the most important part because depending on the data, you understand if the account is actually doing well or not. So before we open a single campaign, we need to determine the unit economics. We need to find the break-even CAC, first order profitability, break-even ROAS, and target contribution margin. These 4 numbers are the foundation of everything. Without them, we're just moving levers without knowing if it's actually working or not. First, we have target CAC. Target CAC is basically the maximum amount you can spend to acquire a customer. And I always recommend looking at blended CAC because the platforms like Meta usually over-report, and the blended CAC is gonna be the one that is gonna tell you the actual truth. If you don't know your target CAC, you don't know if your account is performing well or not. Then we have first order profitability. FOP means when you acquire a customer, are you profitable from day one, or you're gonna rely on LTV to make profit? The FOP formula is very simple. AOV minus COGS minus CPA minus fulfillment cost, and that will give you your FOP. Next, we have break-even ROAS. Break-even ROAS is the metric that will tell you how much your blended ROAS needs to be before you make a single dollar of profit. Most brands don't know this number, and most agencies don't calculate it, unfortunately. And yet, is the number that every campaign in the account needs to be measured by. And the formula to calculate it, it's very simple. You divide 1 by the percentage of your margins. So let's say your margins are 50%, you're gonna divide 1 by 50, and that will give you 2. 2 is your break-even ROAS. Anything below 2 results in losing money. Then we have contribution margin. You can either calculate it as a percentage or a flat number, really up to you. If you calculate it as a percentage and at the end of the month your contribution margin is 40%, but your total spend is 45% of your total revenue, that means that the contribution margin can't even cover your ad spend. Then once I have these numbers, I move into the account. The first thing that I do when I go into the account is to open the audience settings, and I check if the engaged and returning customer segments are set up. If the segments aren't configured, Meta can't properly break down your delivery to new and existing customers. So when you break down your audiences and campaigns, you can't see how much of the spend is going towards new or returning customers. This is very easy to do. I would highly recommend to you, if you're using Klaviyo, to create a dynamic segment of existing customers and add that segment to the audience settings. I then break the audiences by segment, and depending on the client's goals, most of the time I aim to spend at least 90% to new customers. If your current setup is not targeting mostly new customers, you need to have more exclusions in your ad set, because without proper exclusions you'll see very high ROAS because Meta will over-index on existing customers, and it will make your ad account look really good when you're actually losing money. Step 3 is I look at campaign structure. 99% of the ad accounts I audit have so many campaigns where actually you need just a few. The fewer campaigns that you have, the better Meta will optimize, the more events the campaign will get, and the better results you receive. And just to give you an example, I am running an ad account spending $200,000 a month on Meta, and I have 3 campaigns. One with DPAs only, the second one is our main campaign with our evergreen ads, so video, statics, partnership ads, gifts, and then the third one is testing campaign. The way I do it, I test obviously in the testing campaign, I graduate winners into the main campaign, and then the DPA is running on its own. I then check how the testing is done. I usually prefer doing testing in an ABO campaign, and this is specifically for high spenders. If you're spending anywhere between 10 to 50k a month, I would recommend to you to test within your scaling campaigns because you just don't have enough budget to have that structure. Next, I audit the creatives. This is where a lot of accounts are broken, and it's the hardest thing to see from the inside. Almost never the problem is that the ads are bad. The most common issue that I see is that brands are using the same hook, the same angle, the same copy across most of their ads. In today's day and age, that gives Meta a signal that most of the creatives are the same and it will not reach new audiences. Healthy creative diversity means that you have different hooks targeting different personas, different angles, different pain points, and that's the way Meta will push your ads to target newer audiences. Most accounts that I check have a creative pile, a collection of ads made when someone had an idea, with no logic about who they want to target, what problem they want to address, and what the prospect needs to see for them to convert. In the first 30 days, I also map out the creative testing that we want to do in the next 60 days, identify the gaps, and build a roadmap. And one thing that I always do is I turn off all of the Meta's AI enhancements. I don't think they're at the level that they can support a brand now and make the creatives better, so I always turn them off. And the other reason is because when you use creative enhancements, you don't know what's actually working. You don't know if your own creative is working or the enhancements are working, and it's a mess. So I never use them. So that was the whole structure, what I do in the first 30 days. I have put together a free guide which you can go through, and it will cover every single thing that I went over in this video. You can find the link to that in the description below. It's free. It's gonna take you 30 minutes to do. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need help with that, you can obviously book a call with me. Everything is gonna be in the description below. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.